My name is Lynn of Make Art. Be happy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I was out for a walk and hi, Lucy. Hi, Trish. And Lucy, I hope you're really enjoying your girls' weekend. I'm so jealous. I love girls' weekends. But anyways, on a walk, and I just remembered this time last year, almost exactly a year ago, I went in for a mastectomy and a bilateral mastectomy where they removed one breast and they kept the other. And they did to rebuild the breast that was removed. They did what's called a flap. They take um, fat from your belly and they rebuild a breast. I had no idea what I was getting into. I just knew that health was my number one priority. This time last year, it was, the new year, and I was making goals, making wishes. What did I want for the following year? Well, you can imagine that what I wanted was good health. And I'm here to say I got it. But at that time, my thinking was, that the Chinese, or there's a Chinese proverb that says, when you have your health, you have 1,000 wishes or desires. And when you don't have your health, you had one. And I only had one, and that was to get my health back. It's been a process. I thought it would be one and done, one surgery, that's it, and back to normal. And I'm walking around, you can see our pond. I don't know if you can, no, you can't see the ducks, but they're here and the geese. You probably can hear the waterfall. This time last year, a little bit later, I was walking around our pond using a walker. And what did I think? My thought was more of a survival and instinctual one that I just want to get better. I want to get my health back. But many times I lost hope. And sometimes people would even say to me, "Don't get your hopes up about breast cancer." I'm like, "Are you kidding? I want my hopes all the way up. I, I don't want, I want my hopes all the way up that I will recover and that I will get my health back." And I did, but I had to set some goals. I had to set not intentions, not words, not that those aren't great things, not affirmations, not that those aren't great things. But my wish was to get my health back, and I did, and within that were goals of losing 30 pounds, of walking more, changing what I ate, monitoring my stress level, making sure I made my doctor's appointments. There were a lot of steps within that goal or wish. I like the word wish because when you're a child and you make a wish, in your heart, you know it's gonna come true. I haven't always been that way about goals. With goals, I have this attitude that I'm probably gonna fail, and that's why I don't make goals because I don't wanna disappoint myself, and I think that's why so many other women don't make goals because they're just worried they will disappoint themselves. And, so today I made a wish, and I was walking around the pond thinking, my wish came true. I've never been in better health. I have never had a bigger life. I've never had more of an impact in my life. My relationships have never been bigger and better. And I'm grateful. I'm so, so grateful. So today, this year, 2026, I have a different wish. And my wish is my wish is to fulfill my purpose. My wish is to have a bigger impact on women who are struggling with coming back to themselves, coming back to their art. And I have a wish to impact, gosh, I'm going to say 1,000,000 women. Why not? Wishes should be big because when you're 5, you believe it's going to come true. And today, I'm starting on that. I began my first Zoom call with the beautiful women that have signed up for my first offer called A Practice about how to return to your art, how to return to yourself, and then how to stay. One thing I learned in last year with my wish, I learned how to stay. And I kept my hope up and I kept gratitude and I was able to take the actions to get the result that I desired, which was that of good help. Anyway, I better get my rear end back on walking to the pond. I've got a call in an hour or so, but I love you all, and I just wanted to share the good news. So thank you for being on my live, and we'll talk soon. All righty. Take care.